Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Rich here, back with another video. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are at it again. One day after the NBA draft, the news comes out that an exhibition game of theirs will be the first ever nationally televised game that they're going to be playing against the Brazilian national team at the Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa. Of course, Caitlin Clark's home college arena, which I imagine is going to be one of the loudest and most raucous environments that is probably going to happen anywhere this upcoming season. I think it's really cool that, the Fever are getting this game picked up. The team with the Fever and Caitlin Clark are leading the way again, knocking the doors down for, the WNBA. So hopefully this leads to other players and squads essentially following in their footsteps and getting, additional broadcasts, more revenue, more money for, hopefully the players to touch. Now, the Brazilian national team, they're not any kind of juggernaut of sorts. I expect the Fever to pretty much walk through them with ease. They lost games against Australia, Serbia, and Germany last year in the Olympics, going 0-3. It's going to be interesting to see whether, they run Caitlin at normal minutes or if they're trying to get some of the bench players in, if they're going to allow the crowd to really take to their favorite girl, so to say. And, it's going to be kind of funny watching that game and seeing the rafters, and they're going to be cutting to the retired jersey. And I think it's going to be a great way to see how the new look Fever are looking in action, which I'll be talking about a little bit later on. But I can imagine people are probably upset at this somewhere. Why does it have to be her? Why does it have to be this team? They're doing a lot of questions, but not seeking answers for themselves. We know this is the most popular team in the league. We know buildings. We know television networks. We know different conglomerates are trying to get their hands on Indiana Fever games, Caitlin Clark games. We can see, with the Masters platforming her. We can see the State Farm commercials are rolling out again. We can see the scheduling conflict. We can see, where the motion lies. And the one thing that I can kind of hope for out of this in the future is seeing the Fever kind of go other places. It's cool that they're playing in Iowa, but, when did they go to London? When did they go to China? When did they go to Japan or Africa and play these games? And we get to see them all. That's really what I would love, to continue growing the game globally, as well as seeing, how far the star power stretches. I'd love to know, because I know there are a lot of international fans, people I've spoken with that come from pretty much all over the world that have found this team captivating and really have thought I can't count the amount of comments that I've got. It's that I'm an X amount of year old person. I'm from this part of the world, and I got captivated by Caitlin Clark. So I just kind of want to see, the follow up of this. I think that the market is there, and this is just one step. I think every year in the preseason they should add a really cool game or two or three. Olympic years, of course, will be different because of the crunch schedule. It won't be like that this year. And I think that's going to be something cool for people, especially for the rookies, because they don't have to roll into playing inside of 3 days after they're drafted. At least it felt that way. So this game is going to be happening on May 4th on ESPN. Now, I know people have their qualms with ESPN, so you're going to have to make a choice whether you want to watch it or not. I'm watching. I don't care. And I think that it's going to be pretty cool. Now, unless the network has a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs, that would bump it to ESPN2. But, add this to the list. It has been a very long offseason. We've seen everything in the news cycle. We've seen Unrivaled come and go. We've seen the draft, free agency, all the trades. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to talking about the team on the court a little bit. So make sure you're joining us throughout the season here on the channel, and I'm elsewhere on YouTube, different places. Shout out to Mark and Rob. Sometimes I make appearances on there on Thursdays live, and I think the upcoming season is going to be very exciting for, old fans, new fans, all points in between. And I'm happy to talk to you guys about all this stuff. So the WNBA season begins May 17th. I'm trying to see if I can get to this Dream and Fever game in Atlanta, because these tickets are out of this world. So if you want to donate to the ticket fund, make sure you check out the super thanks and all that and everything like that if you appreciate what we got going on. So anyway, my name is Rich Latta. I'm up out of here. I'll let you guys. Peace.